everybody. So I decided I'm gonna try to make a video a little bit about not driving and reefer dividers or bulkheads or whatever you want to call them. I don't know. So I'm gonna roll my window up so you can hear. I'm gonna start out with not driving, okay? I love not driving. And I'm gonna tell you the reasons why, and so you can think about it. Okay, so in the daytime, what do you got? You got traffic, a bunch of traffic. Everybody's trying to get to work. Everybody's trying to get off, or for lunch, they get off, and which I usually end up hitting the after work traffic or whatever when I start. But I mean, that's all I gotta deal with usually. A couple hours. I would say 3 or 4 hours of that. Sometimes, because I usually start around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, depending on, of course, when pickup is and all that or whatever. If I'm right there to pick up or what have you. So I have to usually deal with, people are getting off of work and they're wanting to go to the grocery store, they're wanting to go pay a bill, they're wanting to, whatever. They gotta go to the store and get stuff, what have you. But then after that, a lot of people during the week, and because everybody has their family, so you got your stuff and you got to go to work the next day. You ain't gonna be staying up late partying, and unless you work at night or something like that and you're off that day or something, you're going home going to sleep. So then traffic starts dying down, and then it's all gold after that, to me anyways. And then the other thing is so it doesn't take you as long to get to places, to deliver, to pick up, to whatever you're doing. What would normally take you, because sometimes you hit like Dallas, if you already know, you're gonna hit, there's maybe an accident or construction or whatever. You're gonna hit some things, and sometimes it's what could take you just straight on through is gonna take you 2 or 3 hours, and so you're losing 2 or 3 hours. And so that's another reason why I do it. And then also, my other thing is, right now everybody's parked because it is, I don't know, I think it's 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So everybody starts parking, all the night shift starts coming in. They ain't got nowhere to park yet. That is one thing you got to kind of run into sometimes, is you got to kind of park wherever you can park until everybody starts leaving to go do their thing. And but then once everybody starts moving, once everybody starts coming out, because I'm gonna show you. There's already some people that's left, sorry, make it like that. Like, there's this truck that just came in, and then there's this other one that's trying to back right next to me because there's spots now. And that's good, because you're getting your spots. And then another thing is showers. Once everybody starts leaving and starts going and all that stuff, if you do say, you do the daytime or whatever, well, everybody's coming in at the same time, and everybody's wanting to go to bed and get up, early and start their day. So what does everything happen? Everybody's waiting in line to take a shower. I'm sorry. I like my shower and everything like that, and I don't want to have to sit there and wait in line forever and ever and ever to take a shower. So that's another good thing, good benefit of night driving. Is once I start stopping and, you know, I'm going to go to sleep and all that stuff, I'll usually probably sleep a couple of hours or something like that, probably till like 10 o'clock in the morning, and that's when I take my shower, because there's really nobody there waiting for a shower, so I can just like get in and get out. Scales. If you need to scale your load, you don't have to hassle with, because in most of the fuel islands, okay, you go into the fuel island, sometimes they're right there. You just enter into the scale or whatever, and then you come back out, and if you need to reweigh, you just go back around. But then, you know, if it's in the daytime, who knows how many are going to be trying to scale. So then you got to wait and get your reweigh again. Okay, at night there's nobody trying to scale. You go over there, you scale, you come back around. If it wasn't right, you know, you go in. If it wasn't right, and then you know, slide your tandems and all that other stuff, and you get back on there. No time waiting. The other day I was in El Paso. I'm trying to think of where. TA over there. And if you've ever been, I don't remember what store number it is or anything like that, but it's right there by Socorro or whatever, or maybe it was Socorro. I don't know. I can't really remember. No, I think it's Mountain Pass Street or whatever. Over there at the TA. I believe. I went to the Loves and everything too around there, so I might be getting it mixed up. So the way they have their scale, man, they got a beacon right across the street and everything else, so you know, you've got everybody trying to wait to get into the beacon, you know, to get their truck wash and all that stuff. Let me tell you, I got frustrated because I had to reweigh, because this is also another thing, you know. It is. Okay, so like when I was doing drive-in, I already knew as long as I wasn't overweight or something like that, I could put it in the 6th or 7th hole and I was good. This right here, I'm still trying to figure it out. So I had to weigh a couple times. Actually, several times. And it was such a hassle. It took me forever. I'm going to be honest, I think it took me like an hour and a half or an hour maybe. It just seemed like it was forever. Because I went and weighed, and then it wasn't right, so I fixed it and everything like that. To get back to the scale, so you have to go all the way around again and all that stuff, and it's kind of like, it's on the street kind of, and so then you got to worry about, you know, deal with traffic coming in, coming out, blah blah blah, deal with the beacon traffic and all that stuff. And then there was also people blocking the scale that were parked on the side of the road waiting to go into the beacon. And I'm like, really? Why are you gonna park right here? And it was hard for me to get in. So anyway, it took forever. It just seemed like it was forever. At night, you don't have to deal with that too much. You know, maybe you run into some. Maybe I would have run into some there, because, you know, it was a pretty big parking spot, truck parking or whatever. I think it was like 150 or something like that. So yeah. And then the beacon being right there too. And then that's another thing though too. Usually if you got to get a truck wash or something like that, at night, it's usually a lot quicker. Go get in, get it washed and get out. Everything is just so much quicker doing it at night. Everything. I mean, that's just, to me, why wouldn't you want to do, if you can, why wouldn't you want to do nights and get your work done a whole lot faster and save your hours? So that's that, okay, about night driving. Oh, well, one more thing. Women, I'm gonna tell you, I don't stop. I don't stop on the side of the road. I don't sleep on the side of the road and this and that and everything like that. And the later it gets in the day, you can't find parking in the truck stops. Or if you do, it's way far away. That is not safe. Okay? That is not safe for you to be walking all the way up to the front. I mean, there's just too much going on. I mean, and this is for guys too, but anybody. It's just a lot better. The closer you can get to the front is the best. Lighting is better. And I mean, it's just, to me, I feel much safer than being all the way in the very, very back, walking a mile up to the store, or parking on the side of the road or whatever. It's 6 o'clock. My alarm was going off. So anyways, I've been up all night, and that's what I was getting to. That's what I told the lady. I'm gonna be doing nights. I'm sorry. I mean, I kind of told her, because she's a nurse, and I used to be in the medical field. It's kind of like that, a little, Granted, you can't really always pick and choose what hours and stuff like that they want you to deliver, pick up, all that kind of stuff. You can somewhat. But I told her, I said, it's like being in the medical field. You got your day shift, you got your evening shift, and you got your night shift. And that's the way it is kind of in trucking a little, I prefer evenings or nights, or start, because we have more hours. I used to do, when I worked at the nursing homes, I used to do 2 to 10, from 2 in the afternoon till 10 at night. And a lot of times I stayed over. I did a double shift. So I would stay till 2 in the morning. 2 in the afternoon till 6 o'clock in the morning. And so that's kind of what I prefer to do too right now. I mean, I'm just so used to it. And then, like I said, anywhere, I've noticed, anywhere you work, any kind of job you do, I'm sorry, evenings and night shifts, to me, are much better. You ain't got bosses, you ain't got a lot of traffic, if you're dealing with traffic. It just like when you go to take your 30-minute break or something like that, if you're you got to drive to somewhere to get something to eat or something like that. And granted, some places ain't open, but if you got a 24-hour restaurant close to you or whatever, it's in and out. You can get your food in and out, and you're done. And you'll still have time to eat it real quick. It's just a lot better all around to me. Okay, so here we go. That's what I was saying. The women, you are able to get better parking, working at night, doing it at night. You don't have to deal with much traffic. And then also when you get ready to park, at first, when you first get in, you may have nowhere to park. And you may have to park close to the fuel island or on the side of the road for a couple hours or something like that. But here's what I do, and I'm gonna tell everybody. You ain't gonna know if I have somebody in here with me or not, because I always keep my back curtains closed. And then I have curtains that go around my windows. So once I park, I close all my curtains and I lock my doors, and I make sure that, I don't answer for nobody. If you're gonna come knocking on my door, like this morning, that's a thing right there too. Like this morning, I heard banging on my door or on the side of my truck, and I was like, no, we ain't going there. I've got things in here with me. I know how to use something. Okay. And I had my window cracked because, to let some fresh air in. But I was like, I ain't answering the door. Who is it? It was the lady inside. I actually had parked, and I didn't know it was. I had actually parked because it didn't say anywhere. I mean, nowhere does it say reserved parking. So she's like, you're in reserved parking and this and that, and you don't have a ticket or you don't have nothing in your window. I said, okay, I'll be in there in a minute and I'll pay for it. So I had to go in there. I mean, I usually don't do reserved parking now. That's one thing. But I did a day yesterday. I did the days yesterday. That's why. So yeah. So there you go. I wasted I think it was like $16.36 or whatever for truck parking because there was nowhere else to park and I wasn't gonna move. Okay, so now on with the reefer baffles or dividers or bulkheads or whatever you want to call them. So okay, I kind of made that video about a Walmart we bought. Well, not me, not we. She bought, I thought she was going to ask me some more questions about it and stuff. I didn't really expect that she was just going to go out and just buy one. I thought she was going to kind of look around a little and think about it. Because I told her the best thing to do is try to rent a trailer at first. Rent a reefer or something like that. See if she's gonna like it, or rent a drive-in, or what she's wanting to do. See how she likes it. Okay, that's what I thought she was gonna do. But then I got a message that she said that she got a reefer, and she wanted to see when I could go pick it up. That was kind of a shock to me, and also because she asked me, and I had told her reefer usually pays more. I wish I would have told her more. Yeah, it pays more, but it's a lot more that goes into it. You got to worry about insurance claims. You got to make sure it stays working good. You got reefer fuel. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't know everything about reefer. I just knew because my uncle did. I did drive-in mainly. Drive-in, I drove trash truck. Yeah, I picked up trash. Because being a woman, unfortunately, that I don't want to even bring that up too much, but my experience on that is people that were just getting their CDL, getting out of class, that were guys, were able to get on locally, and I could never find anybody that wanted to hire me locally. And then I come to find out later, when I was in this relationship, and anyways, he was a truck driver too, and all that stuff, and we were trying to get on local so we could be both at home. I went back to the same places that told me no before, or didn't hire me before, and come to find out they told him why. They told him that it was because I was single at the time, and they didn't want to have any issues. But anyways, I'm not gonna go into all of that, but yeah. So now these baffles, okay, they add weights. So if you don't know, and you're driving a reefer and all that stuff, or you're looking into getting a reefer, unfortunately, it was kind of thrown on me. I didn't think she was gonna go with a reefer like right away. So they add weight. So I ended up, and I should have done it at the very beginning. I ended up getting and I did a video on it. I ended up getting a scale ticket, an empty weight for the truck and the trailer. So to be under 80,000, we can only do 42,500 with those baffles and everything. But then the other issue we ran into was the height, because of those baffles. Because they have them where when you take them and you fold them up or whatever, and you can hang them from the roof or from the ceiling. I'm sorry. Anyways, because of that, we can't get loaded, like they can't stack a lot of the loads. They can't stack them like they normally do or whatever, because it's too tall. But I started kind of looking into it more, because I was just like, man, there's just some way. I know all reefers can't be like this, because if they're having on the low board loads for 42, which it was going to be 42,000 that we were going to do yesterday. If they have loads for 40,000, 42,000, 45,000, whatever, this can't be the way it is. I mean, not everybody must have these. Which, I mean, like I said, my uncle did reefer, but I really never paid attention to the inside of his trailer or nothing like that. I went with him a couple times, but I mean, I really never paid attention to his trailer. So I started finding some videos or looking on some forums and everything like that, and they were kind of talking about you can take them out or you can take them off. I was like, oh, thank you, Lord, because we need to take them off, because we don't need them. We really don't need them. And then I started finding out. So if you don't know, it has 3 zones on some. Every reefer's different, I'm finding out. Okay, so this one has 3 zones. So that means you can set the temperature different on each zone, and that's what those dividers are for. So you can divide them and everything from each other. But if you're not going to have those, you can just set all 3 zones to the same temperature and just run it all the same. So I found that out. If there's anything I'm missing or whatever, please, comment about it and let me know. So yeah, if you run into that issue, and honestly, I'm kind of glad that's all it is, and you can remove them and all that stuff, because unfortunately, she put a lot of money in this trailer, and I didn't think she was going to do that like right away, or even get a cash as is trailer. I mean, you're putting a big risk in that, but that's what she did. So I'm big on prayer, like I told y'all before in a lot of my videos. I'm big on prayer, and I have been praying, pray all the time about things. And so yesterday, they had to cancel the load because it was too tall. We couldn't take it. And I know she's frustrated, and I'm kind of frustrated a little. I'm not frustrated at her. I mean, I'm frustrated kind of with myself because I'm trying to help her, and then we're running into these issues, and I don't want her to get discouraged, and I don't want to feel like I'm the one that discouraged her or made her, feel bad or whatever, what have you. But anyways, I'm just that type of person. I like to help. I don't like to cause issues. So, but now that I found out we can take those off, I told her yesterday, actually, last night, it was late last night, and I told her, I said, you can actually take those off, and she's like, well, we're just going to have them taken off.
Say a command.
My GPS. Anyways, we're just going to have them taken off, and I said, well, because I don't want her doing something on what I said, because like I said, I'm still learning some about reefers and everything. So I told her, I said, well, if you have them taken off, just at least keep them, because you never know, you're gonna need them or something like that. Don't just junk them or whatever. Because I also looked too. I think it was saying on there the prices of them was like $350 a piece or something like that. So yeah, don't do that. I told her, I said, well, we can get them taken off. Just put them in the back of the trailer before we. And here's the thing. Before we do anything else, just get all this done. Whatever you're gonna do, and then go from there. And that's the way I feel. You need to get this stuff done. Okay, we need an oil change, because there is no telling when's the last time that the reefer oil has been changed, so it needs to be done and all that stuff. We just got it inspected and all that. It's good. The inspection's good on it and everything. They had to fix a wheel seal that had busted or whatever. It got all over the brakes and got messed up. So, that part we got done. We've got the alternator, we've got the battery. Just, change the oil. The things we need. Change the oil. Take those baffles off. Oh, and then also I found some, the door, the roll door. I didn't see it when we first got it. I didn't see it until nighttime. But you can see in the corners, you can see in the inside. And so, check the seal around the door, make sure everything's good right there. Get some of these things done, taken care of. And so I told her, because I started thinking, she's already put a lot of money in. She bought that trailer. I didn't think she was going to do all that. I don't ask her how much she has. I don't know how much she has. I don't know if this is money she had saved up to do this. I don't know nothing. So, I was trying to be understanding of that she may not be able to do all that right now. And I told her, I said, we can go back power only. I can just, take the trailer back to my house and park it for right now, and we can do power only. She was upset with that. She did not like power only. She's like, it takes like 2 days to do it, and this and that, and you don't even make that much, and this and that. I said, okay. I said, well, I said the other option is you can just, do light loads, because I don't feel like we'll have too many issues doing a light load. I'm thinking, because they stack stuff and everything like that, I'm thinking if you stay under 20 or something, you may not have that issue. So I don't know. Comments, I would love some. Videos about what I said, I would love some. So yeah. I'm thinking, so that means probably those baffles are pretty heavy. But I'm not a professional on this. I haven't been doing this for a long time. So any reefer drivers out there that want to comment on it, I'm open to anything you want to say. If this helped anybody that's looking into getting a reefer trailer or something like that, I hope that's what it's for. I want to try to help other people, and then hopefully have people helping me, because I need to know. I really need to know some of this stuff too. So just subscribe, like if you like it, thumbs down if you don't, and y'all have a blessed day and stay safe out here. Bye.